So hello friends. Today we'll discuss memory management in operating system. Okay. So memory management is basically a best utilization of our main memory for multiple processes by the operating system. So suppose this is our main memory. So memory management unit of operating system will do. First point is allocation and deallocation of memory. So suppose user will open application, multiple application. So in last video we have already seen, so when user opens any application, so process with some unique ID will be created by the operating system. In process management we have discussed this. So P3 will be created. So allocation and deallocation of memory will happen by the operating system. So here P1 will be assigned, P2 will be assigned, P3 will be assigned. So suppose a user close this P1. User will close this application P1. So deallocation will also happen by the operating system very properly. So this P1 will be deallocated from the main memory. Okay, so this is now second point is tracking memory status. So operating system will keep record of each memory location, whether this memory is allocated or deallocated. Okay, so operating system will have this record very properly, like which memory area is has been allocated or which is not allocated, so that new process will come, so allocation will happen properly. Now third point is protection. So operating system will ensure that this process are running into into this into their memory location only, like P2 will be running here only, they will not interfere each other's memory area. P2 will be running into this area, P3 is running into this area, they will not interfere. So this protection will be ensured by the operating system. Now optimization. So optimization is like a best utilization of main memory, and it will prevent memory leak and fragmentation. So, so operating system will use this memory location very properly, so that memory leak and fragmentation will not occur. So what is the meaning of memory leak? So when you allocate any memory, but then we close the application, and suppose the deallocation has not happened properly. So user has closed this P1, and but deallocation is not happening properly. So what will happen in that case? So system will slow down, and it will like a memory crash will happen. So operating system will make sure allocation and deallocation is happening properly, so that it will prevent memory leak problem. And fragmentation is what? Suppose we suppose new process is coming, and that is required 10 MB RAM area. And so suppose here multiple process has been assigned, and 10 MB, and we have 16 MB free memory into our RAM, free RAM. But the problem is the 16 MB we have 8 MB here. This is the free area. Okay. Suppose here also some process has been assigned, and here also this area is also free. This area is free and this area is free. And this is 8 MB and this is also 8 MB. And here also some process has been assigned. Okay, suppose. And P4 has come and P4 is required 10 MB, but we have 16 MB memory in our RAM, but 8 MB here and 8 MB here. Okay, so we cannot run our this P4 application because we have memory, but they are not contiguous. So this is the problem of fragmentation. So operating system will make sure this issue will not occur, and it will use some technique that we'll discuss in our next unit, so that memory will be allocated properly, and this fragmentation issue we will avoid. Okay, now for best utilization of memory management unit of operating system has introduced virtual memory concept. Virtual memory management. Okay, so what is virtual memory? So, uh, so again we'll draw here. This is suppose our main memory. Okay, and this is our hard disk. Okay, so what is the virtual memory? So operating system will use a small part of hard disk as a virtual memory. This area, small part of hard disk, will be used as a virtual memory. So this area where operating system will use as a extension of RAM. Okay, so this is like an extension of RAM. Okay, so suppose user is running multiple application P1, P2, P3, P4. So suppose in this area P1 is running, P2 is running, and here P3 is running. Okay, now P4 will come into the main memory. Okay, so what operating system will do? Suppose this process P1 is less used process, but user has not closed this process, so we cannot remove it from the main memory. Okay, but it is not being used very continuously by the user. So what operating system will do? Operating system will move this process P1 into this virtual memory, and this area will become free for the new process P4. Now when suppose now user will again want to use P1, so P1 is here into the swap file. P1 is here into this swap file. Okay. Now again suppose user wants P1 to execute. So what operating system will do? Again operating system will choose less used process, and it will move the process to the swap file, and P1 will again move to the this main memory. So this is the concept of virtual memory management. Okay. So this virtual memory concept I will explain in short once again. So suppose P1, P2, P3 is running into the main memory. P4 will come, and we have a small part of hard disk will used as a virtual memory. So when P4 will come, user has not closed this P1, so we cannot remove it from the main memory. But this P1 is less used process. So what operating system will do? It will move this P1 to the this area, this virtual memory area, and P4 will be executed. The moment user wants to use this P1 back, it will again move this P1 into the RAM, and again user will choose less used process from the main memory, and user will move this process from main memory to the virtual memory. Okay, so this moving of data between RAM and virtual memory will be done by the operating system. So this is the concept of virtual memory management. So a small part of hard disk will be used as an extension of RAM. It will be a virtual memory area, and so user can run more application like whatever the capacity of RAM is there, we can extend it by using the concept of virtual memory. So this is the memory management unit of operating system. Okay, so in next video we'll again discuss other functions of operating system like file management, device management, security management. Okay, so if you wish you can note it down. Okay, thank you.